Hey guys, it's Kaiwan, and I'm trying to not say Kaiwan Production because it's like in my head. Like, it's just like, hey, Kaiwan Production, you should say it, but like, I changed the name, as you can see. But anyway guys, today I'm back with another series of how to shoot or how to edit like a certain artist or a photographer on Instagram. I honestly don't remember when was the last time I made a video about this series. So here we are. I mean, I'm very excited about this and I'm gonna be doing more. So today's photographer or an artist, by the title you can see or the thumbnail, is BRYANT. But before we dive in of the editing style, let's take a look at who is BRYANT. BRYANT is a 22 years old photographer born in California. His passion for photography started at the age of 16 when his interest in fashion began. As the years went by, BRYANT started working for modeling agencies, magazines, and brands. He has continued to use social media as a way of releasing new photos. By the way, that was like a source I got from internet, so I'm not sure if it's true, but I hope it is true. So if you want to make sure, the link will be in the description. Anyway, now in my opinion, recently he gained a huge popularity by shooting for celebrities such as David Dobrik, Dolan Twins, a lot of Dolan Twins. Yeah, Dolan Twins again. Martin Garrix, Noah, Juanpa, and many more. I mean, like, his page is full of celebrities. You will probably find your crush in his page. I mean, I found mine. I'm not gonna tell you any names, but yeah, let's just keep it for the future. Now let's talk about his photography style. His style of photography is fashion-based. He only takes portraits. But we can say his style of editing is obviously nostalgic. I can say his editing style is highly inspired by the old film retro look, old camera film, just film, old camera, vintage look, basically. I don't know what I said, but pretty much you got what I said. And as I'm looking at his photos, he probably shoot a lot with the actual film camera, which is why his style is very consistent, and it's just like, you can tell it's a film camera when it's a film camera, but you can also do it in a modern way. Or you can take your photo with a DSLR, but you can create that nostalgic old film look in editing process. So guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, now you know a little bit about BRYANT, and you probably have a little bit of info about his style of photography. Before we jump into the editing process, I want to mention that this video hopefully is not encouraging you to copy his style, but the fact is, like, this video is for the sake of inspiration. You can use pretty much this style to mix it with yours and create something original. Well, pretty much nothing is original, but you can create something original out of many pieces, like different photographers, different style, mix it, create something original. This is how it works basically. So get inspired and create something new. Now let's jump to the editing process. Right now we are in Lightroom, and as you can see, we have a reference photo here of one of the photos of BRYANT. I think he was very popular by this style, but lately he kind of changed his editing style more into film style, which is very normal. There's not, it's, you can just do basic adjustment and you can create something like that. But so I thought it's gonna be more interesting if I create similar style like that. So that's why I created a preset inspired by this look. So if you go ahead and click on it, and boom, as you can see, before after. So as you can see, the warm magenta look, it's very similar to this look. I could have gone and show you guys step by step, but it will take a lot of time. It's probably 15 minutes to 20 minutes. I don't think it's worth the time, but I can quickly break it down for you guys, what I did and how I achieved this look. But before we do that, I'm gonna do some adjustment because I think her face need more brightness. So I'm just gonna basically go zoom in. Just gonna add a little bit of brightness. Make sure the flow's over 100. The size is good. You can add more brightness to the face. And if it's too much brightness, you can always decrease it down. I think that's fine. Okay, so now let's break it down. So basically what I did, I started with basic adjustment. I brought down the exposure and contrast. As you can see, there's less, we don't have much brightness in the photo. I brought down the highlight to -100, so we have this dynamic range in the background, so we have more details in the background. The little bit shadow to bring back more details. And then we have presence. I brought down some of the clarity, so we have this golden glowy look. And then I always try to not boost my colors, especially when I touch the tone curves and I shift colors in tone curves. So I always try to reduce the boost of the colors because it's too much. At least in in my opinion, it's too much if you have too much saturation in your photo. Then RGB channel on the tone curve. So what I did, I pulled my left bottom corner to up so I can get like some faded tone to the shadow, and I did pretty much here. And then I went to this, basically we call this S curve, and then I went to red to shift the colors, S curve, another so basically if you play, you have to be very careful when you play with these. As you can see, you can change the photo a lot with these curves. So basically I try to shift the colors and create something similar to this look. And by the way, I forgot to mention that this preset will be for free. The link will be in the description, but try to use it, get inspired, don't just make adjustment to it. So yeah, we have HSL. As you can see, I played a lot with it. Quickly, I will explain what is hue, saturation, and luminous. You might already know, but hue is basically, it will change any color to another certain color if you want. Saturation is how saturated, for example, if you want to saturate the red in the photo, you can simply do that by adding more saturation, or let's say orange, because we have orange in the photo. As you can see, saturate or desaturate any color on your image. And then we have luminous. In luminous, you will be able to control the brightness and the darkness of any color if you want. For example, orange, as you can see, it's creepy somehow, but that's how it works. And then we have split tone. And split toning obviously is it can enhance your photo in a way that can pretty much change the whole thing. As you can see, I added some warm tone to the highlights, so that's how we got this this warm magenta look to it. And then we have sharpening. I didn't really touch it. We have a little bit of grain because as you can see here, we have grain on the photo. I think most of his photos there is a little bit of grain, so I went with it. I went with grain too, so we have that grainy effect on the picture. And then camera calibration, basically this is also just like tone curve when you shift colors. I kind of used it to fix the skin tone. So if we turn it off, as you can see, the skin tone changed a lot. So it's just like it's a subtle different, but if you turn it off here, see, it gives like a tan look to the skin tone. That's the only thing it changed. So yeah, pretty much that's it, guys. And I think one thing I want to do is I want to crop my image a little bit. So I want to do that here and change the size to 4:5. All right, then here we go. So very similar. I could have gone and show you guys step by step, but I think it's very repetitive and I always do that. So I created a preset so it can be easy for you guys, and you can then download the preset and play around by yourself, and you can even see all the adjustment I did. So yeah, the preset will be in the description box below, and you can also check out my other preset bundle. There's a lot of things you might be interested, so check out the link in the description box below. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is the edit of the final result. This is before, this is after, before, after. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's it. Also make sure to follow BRYANT on his Instagram. I'm sure he's already pretty big and you might already follow him, But yeah, big shout out to him. Plus, don't forget to subscribe if you learned something today, and follow me on Instagram, and also comment down below who is the next artist I should make the video about. And see you guys in the next video.